Thanks so much for all the positive feedback and likes and comments on the blog so far. I'm really enthused that people are getting something really positive out of it. Today, I thought I'd try something a little bit different and do a video version, but I'll also share the text below in case people want to read it. Today, we move from the acceptance phase of dealing with a tough time. So we've gone through I've managed to get through today, yay me, and knowing that this is only a point in my journey, to starting to think about things a little bit more analytically. What's the cause of today? Why did today happen? And the same friend that gave me yesterday's tip actually was the one who helped me with this one. And when I was struggling with a really tough time, she used to say, look, I know it's painful, but what do you think the lesson is here? Go look for it, go find it. What's the universe trying to teach you? And if we look at the science of that, actually, we know that when we employ the rational, logical side of our brain and we ask ourselves those types of questions, then we help to dial down a little bit the emotions and the trauma and the pain that we're going through. So starting to think about what is the lesson here. And you know what, actually, knowing that we're trying to find a lesson or the opportunity here is a really great way of taking a positive out of a tough time. You know, we're going to become a better person if we try and learn a lesson out of this situation, and that's going to help us in the long run. Now, that lesson might not be immediately obvious to you, and the reason for this is we have pride and we have ego, and they kind of get in the way of us actually learning the lesson that we need. And so we need to try and work out how to put those aside. Now, a good technique for doing that is if you think about the fact that how often do you think about how other people have made a mistake or how other people have been in a bad situation? The answer, not very often. Most people are too obsessed with their own world to worry about what's going on in your world. So put the ego aside of what people might think while you're going through this process and try and find that valuable lesson in there and become a better person. Now, when I'm working with coaching clients, I have a series of questions, and I'll put a couple of them below that I ask. But they tend to work around trying to employ that front part of the logical, rational brain, the one that is really going to help you to break through and find that lesson. Now, we know that this is really hard. We know that you're going to struggle. So be kind to yourselves, take it easy. And as you work through this tough time, I'm absolutely happy to chat and answer comments, questions on the chat below. Thanks so much for your time, and speak to you tomorrow.